the things that we can't change, right? Like, certain things are just really out of our control. Like, there's no way that I can make school back in session.
Exactly.
Right. I mean, it wouldn't be a good idea for everybody's safety anyway, but there's just no way. And so,
you also have to realize that everything happens for a reason, whether the reason is clear or unclear.
Yeah, for sure. I think one thing that I typically resort to kind of get my mind off things, or like as a de-stressor, is like Netflix or something, or cleaning and organizing. Like, for some reason, that's just my thing. Like, when it comes to being stressed, I'm like, oh, okay, let me clean my room, or organize this, or it's time to get rid of some stuff. So is there anything like that you do?
I could say that about, yeah, actually I do. I do that with, at home. Well, in my dorm room, I have a whole bunch of puzzles, and when I really, really do get stressed out, I just put all the puzzles together, or I walk.
Puzzles are good.
I walk a lot. Like,
walking is another good one.
That's
I like both of those.
Just how I clear my mind.
Puzzles and walking. I like that. All right.
This is awkward.
Do you know anybody? Do you know anybody affected by COVID or coronavirus?
I personally do not know anybody that has been affected by COVID, and I hope I do not meet anybody that is affected by COVID, or anyone that I know gets infected by COVID. Do you know anybody?
No, I've heard a lot of, like young people kind of like saying that they got it, or, somebody that they know has it. And I think hearing that is very important for young people to take it seriously.
Yes.
Like the 17-year-old who passed away from it, and I'm like, wow, that's like super young.
A disease has no name to it at all. It doesn't matter.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
No.
No name, no age.
No race.
Anybody can get it.
Ethnicity, anything. All right. So, I think that's enough morbid COVID stuff. So tell us about like transitioning from high school to college, right? Because you went straight to a 4-year, living on campus. How was that for you?
The transition from high school to college for me, it was a little bit easier because I went to a summer program called START program.
Okay.
And they basically assured you that you'll be fine through college. And the only thing that I can really say about the differences between high school and college is, one, the time schedule. You really need to be on time and learn how to manage your time correctly. I highly recommend a planner. That's something I really recommend. You also need to know that college is nowhere near as accepting for late work or incomplete work or anything that is not done correctly as a high school would be. You get chances after chances in high school, and in college they don't care. It's just you're an adult now. You have to be able to hold up things on your own, and you have to be able to learn how to take care of yourself.
Right.
Nobody can baby you in college. So that transition right there, that was part of my problem. I was so used to having somebody tell me, okay, well, maybe you should try this or maybe you should try that I had to figure it out on my own. Another thing is, just because you have freedom doesn't mean you should go crazy with your freedom. That's something that you should not do, no matter what. Whether it's parties, whether it's friends, and you think you can stay up all night and make it to your class, I'm here to tell you that you can't, and you will miss class, and you're wasting money if you do not go to your classes or skip out on them. That's pretty much it.
Right. I mean, colleges and college professors, like they see it as you guys are adults, whether you're coming in at 17, 18, or whatever. Everybody's an adult. You're responsible for yourself. I'm not going to babysit you. If you don't keep up with your work, that's on you, right? Whereas
Exactly.
in high school, you did have somebody reminding you, oh, you have these missing assignments. Maybe, you can turn them in for partial credit. Whereas, like, college, more often you have professors who are very
Strict.
you
These
know
like it's just that in college they expect more of you. You're expected to be an adult at this point, and you're expected to know how to go into the environment of, I guess, professionalism. You should know how to carry yourself, and you should know how to do the work. So that's something that could also be stressful. But homesickness, that's real. You can really be homesick. I was ready to go home every day. I called my mom every single day until I finally got friends in school.
how long did it take?
Took me about 2 weeks,
At
but
least, yeah.
2 weeks, and not everybody. Just like anywhere, not everybody's your friend. Not everybody has the right intentions. You can't just make yourself vulnerable, because at the same time, whatever happens, happens. You're grown now. Nobody can protect you, really. That's
Yeah,
just that.
for sure. Okay.
I
So,
think I'm doing terrible.
um, like, so in college, do you? I don't want to say it. Do you have like a job, or do you play a sport, or what are your extracurriculars in college, like outside of school?
My extracurricular college activities consist in a lot of committees and clubs, and the only sport that I do play at college, and we just got it started, is tennis. A lot of clubs I'm in, they make big contributions to the school. So like some things, one of the things are Women of Platinum by Design. It's Women of PBD, and it's just an empowerment of the women on our campus, because women need
I love
empowerment
that.
too as well.
Women empowerment is super
So do
important.
men. We also have one for men.
Yes.
There's also clubs that you can get involved in, like pre-alumni council. You become an alumni once you graduate.
Right.
And pre-alumni just gives you the opportunity to meet people. They have scholarships, and they can sponsor you, and you can meet great people. You can learn these workshops, and it's just a really good thing
To help
to go
you,
and prepare you for the real world
yeah.
as well. And it also,
You're building relationships
Yes.
too, right, with other people.
yes. And then, what's that? Panther Camp. Our school mascot is a panther, and Panther Camp is just something as if you would give off a tour to a high school when they come and check you out. There's one also called, what else? SGA, the Student Government Association. I'm the treasurer of that.
Nice.
We have, what else do we have? PPC, secretary. There's a whole bunch of things that you can really do to get active in the school.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. Okay. Let's talk about high school a little bit. How was high school for you? Like, high school can be a different experience for everybody. Because I know I was ready to go.
High school, to me, it was the best 4 years and the worst 4 years of my life. Just like that.
I had a lot of fun, I think, in my senior year, but yeah, I was ready to go my sophomore
Yes,
year.
it's like, but one thing in high school that you do have to realize is from 9th grade to 12th grade, your grades do matter. Your grades matter no matter what anybody says, no matter what they tell you. You need your grades,
sure.
and you need a appropriate GPA to get into any school.
Definitely agree. Now there will still be schools like who take you. I mean
Exactly.
everybody messes up, but like you can't have like a whole bunch of like
Yes, and
messed
even
up.
if you don't get into a 4-year college right away, you can always go to a 2-year and transfer.
Yes.
Not everybody works at the same speed. Not everybody's
Right.
at the same space, same pace. And I'm not trying to steer you away from anything, but school is not for everybody. So if you feel as if when you get out of high school,
you're not
and
ready.
you're not ready for school, don't force yourself to do that.
Don't force yourself.
Do
so
that.
you want to be able to succeed in whatever challenges you take on. And if you're not ready, if you need a break,
I highly recommend.
Do that.
You just need a backup plan. You can't do nothing with yourself.
Yeah. I agree. And community college too. I mean, some people look down on like community college or 2-year colleges, or even like finding a trade school. And there's nothing wrong with any of that stuff. Like if there's a specific skill that you would like to go into, do that.
Exactly.
Community college is a good way to also save money as well. So 4-year colleges, the classes are a lot more expensive.
A lot more expensive
compared to community college classes. So
oh yeah,
definitely. All right.
And in high school, hold on, I have one more thing. In high school, I really urge for you to be filling out scholarships at least your junior and senior year, just because college, again, is very expensive, and they hand out scholarships for everything. It's not hard to get a scholarship at all, and it can really help you in the long run. That's it.
Okay. And then, all right, what is one of like a fun experience from high school? What was
One of my funnest experience from high school was senior prank day.
senior prank day?
Yes.
That's a question.
Okay. Senior prank day was probably, yes, it had to be one of the funnest days. For our senior prank day, we may have went a little bit overboard, so I don't recommend anybody follow me. We put baby oil on the stairs. We let out rats, crickets, all types of bugs.
Oh my
and
goodness.
we were also throwing
horrible.
eggs from the top of the
that is
balcony.
horrible.
That was the best experience.
What was the consequence?
Oh, we all had to write a 5-page essay. It was an apology.
To the school.
Yes, to the school, to
graduate,
the students.
right?
Yes, for everybody that was injured as
my
well.
God, that is
a lot of people got hurt. That's why I don't recommend it. But it was fun. It was so fun.
Okay. Come up with pranks that do not injure others.
I just feel like maybe do something that's actually appropriate. We went overboard, like I said.
All right. So, okay, this is like a popular question that I found. So, what are your thoughts behind like high school and middle school age relationships? Now, because like I see often on what is that, TikTok, and even like YouTube and stuff, but like there's like a lot of like young couples, and they YouTube their relationship and they do all the videos, and then as well as like TikTok, they it's like it's a lot of it's like, I don't want to say glorified, right? But it's very what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Like they put the music to the video, like it's very, it seems very romanticized.
Yes.
But I'm like, some of these kids are so young for all of this, and I'm like, which is not a problem, but you still want to remain appropriate. So what are your ideas behind like middle school, high school age relationships from like 12 to 16?
I feel like middle school relationships, especially from 12 and 13, they're usually puppy love. They don't really last that long. And I feel like a lot of middle schoolers that are in relationships get pressured into doing things that they may not be ready to do.
For sure.
And that's not really fair. That's why I don't really agree with middle school relationships. It's okay to like somebody. It's okay to have a crush. It's okay to do this and that. But when it becomes boyfriend and girlfriend, I'm totally against it for a middle schooler. You should be prioritizing school, not a crush.
I'm passionate about that one.
Yes.
No, and it's funny because like I definitely remember like middle school having like crushes and stuff.
That's okay. It's normal.
And like, oh, so and so likes you, blah 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 blah. But it's always just like, okay, so like, what do you do though? Like,
exactly.
What does that mean really? Like, what are you doing in a relationship in high school?
Exactly.
Right? I mean,
no, middle school, because I feel like middle school they
school.
think that just because we go together we have to have sex.
And it's like, I mean, like,
don't.
do we like? Oh, right, and there's a very young
exactly
time in your life to be thinking about stuff like that. Like, I really important to wait on any like sexual activity.
Don't let anybody pressure you,
because it comes with a lot of consequences that I don't think like in middle school that